Day 9 of our 15-day Egypt tour was absolutely memorable. Imagine a massive temple completely swallowed by the desert sands for thousands of years, leaving only its roof exposed, and just a short sail away at Kom Ombo. Ancient relief walls reveal a mind-boggling look into early medicine, including detailed carvings of women using ancient birthing chairs. These temples are two living time capsules, one perfectly preserved by the desert, and Kom Ombo, a rare double temple where a Falcon God and Crocodile God shared ultimate power. Let's dive in. As part of our tour to reach the Temple of Horus, we traveled through the town of Edfu the traditional way, by horse carriage. The streets are busy, the wheels echo against the stone, and for a moment, you feel the rhythm of daily life here. It's a short ride, but it sets the scene perfectly, carrying you from the modern world toward one of the best preserved temples in all of Egypt. The Temple of Horus at Edfu was built during the Ptolemaic period, beginning in 237 BCE and completed nearly 2 centuries later by Ptolemy XII. Dedicated to Horus of Bedit, the Falcon God of protection and kingship. It's one of the best preserved temples in Egypt. For centuries, it lay buried under sand and Nile silt until its excavation in 1860 revealed a remarkably intact monument, a complete blueprint of ancient Egyptian temple architecture. Before you even step through the gate, the walls tell the story. The pharaoh, empowered by Horus, striking down the forces of chaos. It's a declaration carved in stone that order, protection, and divine power guard this temple. As you walk toward the entrance, the pylon towers above you, 36 meters of carved stone showing the pharaoh and Horus defeating chaos. The closer you get, the more the details sharpen. Chariots, enemies, wings, crowns, all carved as crisp as the day they were made. Passing between the 2 granite falcons of Horus, you cross the threshold into the sacred space. And then the temple opens up, the great courtyard unfolding in front of you, ringed with towering columns. It's the moment the ancient architects designed for awe, a sudden shift from narrow passage to vast open light. This peristyle court was once the gathering place for the people of Edfu. 32 towering columns ring the space, each crowned with a different floral or palm capital, like a stone garden frozen in time. During festivals, this courtyard would have been alive with music, incense, and anticipation as the priests brought out the statue of Horus. Even now, the granite falcon stands guard at the far end, reminding every visitor that this was the threshold between the world of the people and the world of the gods. Along the inner face of the enclosure wall, the story shifts from grand myth to the rituals that sustained the temple every day. These reliefs show the pharaoh presenting offerings to Horus and the other gods, incense, libations, and sacred objects meant to renew divine power. The hieroglyphs around them record the prayers and chants the priests once recited here, This corridor is part of the same narrative that tells the great battle between Horus and Seth. But these scenes focus on the rituals that kept the temple alive, moment by moment. Here, the walls become a liturgy in stone. It's a quieter part of the Horus story, not the battle, but the devotion that sustained the temple. As the story on the walls comes to an end, the temple pulls you inward again. The light fades, the passage narrows, and ahead lies the inner Hypostyle hall, a space shaped by shadow, incense, and centuries of worship. The inner Hypostyle hall feels like stepping into the lungs of the temple, a dense forest of columns, rising into a ceiling stained black by thousands of years of oil lamps. Every surface is carved, but the light barely reaches it. You can almost imagine the priests moving through this darkness, their torches flickering against the stone as they prepared the rituals of Horus. The columns rise like ancient trees, and the ceiling above is blackened with the breath of centuries. This small side chamber was used for purification and preparation. The reliefs show priests offering incense and sacred oils, the quiet, behind-the-scenes work that kept the temple functioning. As we reach the very heart of the Temple of Horus, the space narrows and the light softens. This is the sanctuary, the most sacred room in Edfu. At the center stands the granite shrine of Nectanebo II, and in front of it, the ceremonial bark where the statue of Horus once rested. Only the high priests and the pharaoh could enter this chamber. Every ritual, every procession, every festival led to this single point, the place where the god was believed to dwell. Surrounding the sanctuary is the ambulatory, a corridor used by priests during purification and festival rites. The reliefs here show the king offering incense, oils, and sacred objects to Horus, accompanied by hieroglyphs that record the prayers once spoken in this space. Just beyond the sanctuary is a small chamber covered from floor to ceiling in ritual scenes. Here, the king offers incense, oils, and sacred gifts to the gods, the daily rituals that sustained the divine presence inside the temple. These rooms were never meant for crowds. They were intimate spaces where priests recited hymns and prepared offerings for Horus. As we step out of the inner chambers, the temple opens up again into the inner Hypostyle hall, and finally, the great Hypostyle hall. The columns rise like a stone forest, their shadows stretching across the floor just as they have for more than 2,000 years. After the intimacy of the sanctuary, this space feels vast, a reminder of the power and scale of the god who was worshipped here. Passing through the hall, the light grows stronger until the temple suddenly opens into the courtyard once more. This is where the people of Edfu gathered during festivals, waiting for the moment when Horus would appear. After the darkness of the inner rooms, the courtyard feels almost like stepping back into the world of the living. And finally, the great pylons rise ahead, the same monumental gateway we entered through earlier. The scenes of the king and Horus carved on their walls take on a new meaning now that we've walked the full path of the temple. Crossing this threshold again feels like leaving a different world behind. Outside, the rhythm of the horse carriage carries us back through the streets of Edfu. As we step back onto the Nile, the sun begins to sink behind the riverbanks. Our ship drifts south, the sky turning gold and then ember, and the stories of Horus fade into the evening. From here, the river leads us toward Kom Ombo, another temple waiting just beyond the sunset. As soon as you step inside Kom Ombo at night, the whole temple feels different. The lights cast these long shadows across the columns. And right here, on the left wall, our guide stopped us to point out this incredible relief.
See, I took columns and everything. Look at the right one. Can you see the Falcon? Falcon.
Oh yeah.
Can you see? What is under the Falcon?
An old man and the stick in his hand. Then his Horus the Elder.
You got it?
Horus the Elder.
I told you have this Horus.
Yes sir.
You know? But look here. That is good, huh?
Yeah.
And here.
Even the name.
I love the carving.
I love the carving.
Right. Look here at the second one.
We want to know who is this one, huh?
Look up, please. Can you see the Falcon? Now look up at the Falcon. Can you see the chair? Can you see the chair?
Yes.
Then his Horus, the son of who? Isis. Mashi? You got it? Mashi. Right. Look at this woman. Once you look at this woman, the face of this woman is Zahmet. The Elenus Goddess. Because of your bad.
At the center stands Ptolemy XII, the father of the famous Cleopatra. Locked in a gaze with the king is the fierce lioness-headed goddess, Sekhmet, her hand gently reaching out toward his face. A ritual gesture meant to bestow the breath of life and seal his divine right to rule. In another stunning section of Kom Ombo, the wall carvings reveal the intense drama of Ptolemaic politics and divine right. Here, the Falcon God Horus the Elder is shown presenting the pharaoh with the Kapesh, the curved sword of victory, along with the ultimate gift, the hieroglyph for eternal life. Standing directly behind the king are his powerful co-rulers, the royal Cleopatras, depicted as goddesses. This was the ultimate visual statement of a united front, backed by the gods themselves. This wall is actually an ancient agricultural almanac and sacred calendar. Look closely at these precise vertical rows. The ancient Egyptians didn't just name their months. They tracked them by the seasons of the Nile flooding, planting, and harvest. Scribes used symbols for the moon and sun, followed by simple tally marks to record specific days of the month. Beside this master ledger of time, 3 solar goddesses step forward. The text next to them dictates the exact daily offerings, rituals, and harvest celebrations required to keep the cosmos and the Nile in perfect harmony. Carved into these glowing sandstone walls lies a fascinating window into ancient science. While most temple reliefs focus purely on the gods, this unique corridor reveals the incredible sophistication of ancient Egyptian medicine. Look closely at this image. It depicts a woman seated on a traditional birthing chair, utilizing gravity in a natural squatting posture to bring new life into the world. Ancient Egyptian women typically gave birth in a squatting or kneeling posture, using gravity to assist labor. The specialized stool raised the body sufficiently off the ground to allow midwives to assist with the delivery. Beside her, divine protectors stand guard, holding the Ankh, the symbol of life, offering a blend of spiritual comfort and maternal blessing. Just inches away, the temple wall displays an array of intricately carved medical instruments, forceps, scalpels, and specialized tools. It proves that thousands of years ago, Kom Ombo wasn't just a place of worship. It was a sophisticated center of healing, science, and Egyptian life. As you explore the northern edge of Kom Ombo, you'll stumble across this massive, deep stone well. This is a Nilometer, and in ancient Egypt, it was essentially a crystal ball for the economy, connected directly to the Nile through underground channels. The water level inside this pit would rise and fall with the river. But this wasn't just used to predict floods or droughts. The priests used these exact steps to read the water levels and determine how much tax to charge the farmers that year. High water meant a great harvest and a much bigger tax bill. Leaving the open-air ruins behind, a short walk down toward the riverbank leads to a modern treasure trove, the Crocodile Museum. To the ancient Egyptians who worshipped here, these creatures weren't just apex predators. They were the living embodiment of the god Sobek. The museum showcases ancient steles, crocodile eggs, and golden-wrapped mummies that reveal just how deeply revered and feared the waters of the Nile truly were. Thank you for exploring these lost temples with us. Until our next stop along the Nile, if you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing and watch the rest of the Egypt playlist. See you in the next memory.